Am I?
Okay, remember, for a limit to exist, let's go over the limit rules. For a limit to exist, the left-hand limit has to equal the right-hand limit. That would be a limit existing. Like if they both meet at the same spot, even if there isn't a solid hole there. Okay, this would mean that the limit exists. But if the left-hand limit equals the right-hand limit and one of them has a solid point, that's okay. The limit is still just the height. As long as they both reach the same height from the left and the right side, regardless if they don't really actually reach that height. That's the difference between a limit and continuity. Here at this spot, the limit exists, but it's not continuous. At this spot, the limit also exists, and it's continuous, okay? That's the difference. Differentiable means it's smooth and curvy, no sharp points. So now let's go through this. At 1, the limit exists because the left-hand height and the right-hand height meet. So that is true. Okay, at 2. At 2, there's a solid point there. So from the left and from the right, they meet the same point. So that's also true. Okay. Is it continuous everywhere from -1 to 4? Well, from -1 to 4, sure, I can do all of that with one marking of my pencil. So sure, it's continuous. It would only be not continuous if it jumped or had a break in the graph or a hole. So that's also true. Is it differentiable from -1 to 4? Well, from -1 to 4, same interval, are there any sharp points where it's not smooth and curvy? And that'll be right there. So at 1, it's not differentiable. Okay? It is, the limit exists and it's continuous, but it's not differentiable because there's a sharp point. Okay, this one changes the interval between -3 and -1. Is it differentiable? Are there any sharp points? So from, oops, I just misinterpreted something right here. I just noticed that that's a -2. I'll have to redo this. Yeah, I'll just keep going. that is not true. This one right here is not true because I used 2 instead of -2. So hold on just 1 second. Let me fix that. My bad, redoing this question right now. I missed that little negative right there. So looking at -2, this spot right here. At that spot, the limit from the left is the height there, which is 4. The limit from the right is the height there, which is also 4. So the limit does exist, and the value of the limit is 4. So does the limit exist? Yes. Same answer, lucky me. Okay, but that's the confusing one. So at that spot right there, let me go back over that. At this spot here at -2, the limit exists because the height from the left is the same as the height from the right. So the limit does exist, okay? Is it continuous? No, it's not continuous because it's a hollow. It's not a solid point. If it's not continuous, it's also not differentiable. All right, I think that brings me to part E, getting my act together. Hold on. So between -3 and -1 in that interval, is it differentiable? No, 2 reasons. It's not continuous. It's also not smooth and curvy. So that is false.